Okay, Thor Ragnarok. A little bit of background news for you here. When the Avengers came out in 2012, Thor was the only character I wasn't familiar with. I hadn't seen Thor's movie. The only other Avenger that I wasn't really familiar with was Hawkeye, but then again, with Hawkeye I could pick it up fairly quickly. But yeah, Thor I didn't know. But, but as I said, I picked it up fairly quickly. And I also, when the time came and it was out in theatres, I didn't go and see Thor Ragnarok. Not Thor the Dark World either. Probably not because I didn't want to, but because they just came at a weird time for me. I don't know. But yeah, the point being, I didn't see either of the first two Thor movies. So when the list came in of the kind of superhero movies that would be coming out in 2017, and Thor Ragnarok was on the list, that was one of two movies who I thought to myself, I could probably skip. The other one being Logan. I mean, okay, long-term viewers of this channel will know that I actually went to see Logan, and I really enjoyed it. I loved it. And the same could also be true of Thor Ragnarok. When I first heard it was coming out in around about 2016, I thought to myself, I can probably skip it. But then a friend of mine, when I described them all to him, he went, oh no, that's one that I am definitely going to see. Or at least try to see. And after seeing the trailers for it, I did actually think it looked very good. It also helped that it was based, that the movie kind of picks elements off from one comic book that I have actually read, Planet Hulk. Yeah, so when the time came, sat down, watched it through, and you know what? While I don't know if it's the best MCU movie, I think it's definitely the best of the three Thor movies. I mean, I've seen them on DVD since then. I've got them on DVD, but yeah, I feel out of the three, I think this one is the best. So, the story, what I remember, Thor, since the events of Age of Ultron, Thor has gone on a quest to find or track down the rest of the Infinity Stones, which leads him to the demonic creature Surtur, who plans to rain Ragnarok down on Asgard. At least, yeah. So he returns to Asgard, only to find his friend Heimdall has gone on the run. The new gatekeeper is a guy called Scourge. He subsequently discovers that Loki is alive, and when their father Odin finally does die, the evil goddess of death, Hela, is released. And subsequently, in trying to get back to Asgard, she ends up on Asgard, while the two brothers end up on the planet Sakaar, where they encounter the Grand Master, Valkyrie, and of course Hulk. And the rest of the movie is essentially them, actually Thor, trying to get back to Asgard to prevent Ragnarok and stop Hela. Okay, the things that I feel do work about this movie, I mean, Hulk and Thor is a little bit of an odd team up, but I feel it worked very well. That was one of my major hesitations. I wondered how they were really going to do it, but it works very well. I mean, also, the brothers' relationship between Thor and Loki, they built it up over several films, and it really does work. Like, in the first Thor movie, they're shown to be brothers, but then Loki has his own demands. In the Avengers, he's built it up, and he's going kind of bigger. In Thor the Dark World, even though it's a pretty weak film overall, in the Dark World, you do kind of sense that they're trying to repair things, but they obviously don't trust each other. And this movie, it continues it on, and I feel it's a really good brotherly relationship. Even kind of a part towards the end where Loki plans to kind of trick Thor once again. Thor just goes, nope, and electrocutes him. That for me is hilarious. I mean, to be honest, I feel the whole film's great. I mean, yeah, it's got Chris Hemsworth, oh god, I can't remember everyone's names now. Yeah, it's got Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Tessa Thompson. It's got Mark Ruffalo in there. Even Jeff Goldblum, I think, works. And Benedict Cumberbatch's cameo in there as Doctor Strange. I feel that's hilarious. I love it. My only small complaint about the movie, and it really is a niggle, is that, spoilers ahead here, at one point in the movie they show when Hela comes to Asgard, her kill off the Warriors 3, Volstagg, Fandral and Hogun. And the one thing I am left wondering is where's Sif? I mean, okay, they probably Jamie Alexander was busy with another movie, and that's probably why they brought in Tessa Thompson. But I was left wondering what had happened to Sif. Like, where was she? But in the end, I think it's a good movie. I think it's a really good movie. And it was just such fun seeing Hulk lay the beat down on Thor in the arena, and then them all having to work together. Even Scourge is given a good arc. He's shown to be a guy who pretty much is just trying to think of his own ends. But then go towards the end where he sees Hela laying down all the structure, he's like, fuck it, I'm out of here. But even then, kind of towards the end, he is actually shown trying to fight off some of her creatures to allow the Asgardians to escape. And, you know, that's pretty noble. I like it. I mean, with the ending, I feel that if they were going to kill off Thor at the hands of Thanos in Infinity War, then I feel, I think he's got a good arc, and if he wants to quit, fair enough. He's probably has it on his time, but if they decide to continue with him, I think he's been left in rather a good space to continue. I mean, Asgard is now destroyed, but the people of Asgard survived, and now they're looking for a new place, maybe even in Scandinavia, to kind of rebuild. So, and with the apparently Phase 4 of the MCU focusing on space, I feel it will be a rather good position to continue. I mean, okay, Chris Hemsworth's contract's probably about to run out, but you know, I think they could go further if they wanted to. They probably won't, but it would be fun to see. So yeah, on the whole, I think Thor Ragnarok is a good one. Not the greatest of the MCU, but definitely the best of the 3 Thor movies. I'd say check it out if you haven't already.